Charlotte followed the nurse's directions and entered room 3. Inside, a friendly-looking doctor was sitting at a desk, reviewing some notes on a computer. He stood up and greeted her with a smile.
Hello, Charlotte. My name is Dr. Stevens. Please take a seat. How are you today?
Hello, doctor. Honestly, I don't feel very well.
I'm sorry to hear that. Tell me, what seems to be the problem?
Well, I've had a headache for almost a week. My throat is sore, and I feel tired all the time.
I see. Have you had a fever?
Yes, a little. The nurse said my temperature was 37.8.
All right, that's slightly high, but not too serious. Do you also have a cough?
Yes, especially at night. It makes it difficult to sleep.
Do you have any chest pain or difficulty breathing?
No, just the sore throat and the headache.
Useful phrases.
What seems to be the problem? Very common way for a doctor to ask about symptoms.
I've had a headache for almost a week. Good structure for talking about symptoms plus duration. That's slightly high, but not too serious. A reassuring phrase. Do you have any chest pain or difficulty breathing? Typical medical question. The doctor typed notes on his computer as Charlotte described her symptoms. He listened carefully, sometimes repeating her words to make sure he understood.
Have you traveled anywhere recently?
No, I've been at home and at work.
Do you have any allergies to medicine?
No, none that I know of.
Are you currently taking any medication?
Only vitamins, nothing else.
Good. And how is your appetite? Do you feel like eating normally?
Not really. I don't feel hungry and food tastes strange.
All right. Have you noticed any swelling in your throat or neck?
I'm not sure. It just feels painful when I swallow.
Useful phrases. None that I know of. Natural way to answer about allergies. Are you currently taking any medication? Doctor's standard question. Food tastes strange. Simple phrase for describing unusual taste. It feels painful when I swallow. Useful symptom phrase. After asking several questions, Dr. Stevens stood up and put on his stethoscope.
All right, Charlotte, let's do a quick checkup. Please open your mouth and say, ah.
Ah,
Your throat looks red and a little swollen. Now take a deep breath for me. And out. Again, please. Good. Now I'll listen to your chest. Please breathe deeply.
The doctor moved the stethoscope around Charlotte's back and chest, listening carefully.
Breathing sounds clear. That's good news. Now let me check your ears and nose.
okay.
Everything looks normal there. So, based on what you've told me and what I see, it looks like you have a throat infection, most likely viral.
Useful phrases from the examination. Open your mouth and say, ah. Standard doctor's request. Take a deep breath in and out. Use during checkups. Breathing sounds clear, means lungs are healthy. Based on what you've told me, a doctor's way to summarize findings. Charlotte felt a little relieved. At least it wasn't something very serious. But she was still worried about how long it would take to get better.
So, doctor, what exactly do I have?
It seems like you have viral pharyngitis, which is basically a throat infection caused by a virus. It's very common, especially at this time of year.
Oh, I see. Is it dangerous?
Not usually. It can be uncomfortable, but it usually goes away in about a week. The main thing is to rest, drink plenty of fluids, and manage the symptoms.
Do I need antibiotics?
Not in this case. Antibiotics don't work against viruses, but if your symptoms get worse, such as a much higher fever, difficulty breathing, or severe pain, you should come back immediately.
All right, that makes sense.
Useful expressions for diagnosis. It seems like you have a gentle way for doctors to explain. It usually goes away in about a week. Time frame for recovery. Antibiotics don't work against viruses. Very useful phrase in medical context. If your symptoms get worse, come back immediately. Clear instruction. Dr. Stevens then gave Charlotte some practical advice to help her feel better at home.
I recommend rest. Try to sleep more than usual. Drink warm tea, soup, and plenty of water. For the headache and throat pain, you can take paracetamol or ibuprofen.
How often should I take them?
You can take paracetamol every 6 hours if needed, but don't exceed the maximum daily dose. Ibuprofen can also help with inflammation. Always take it with food.
Thank you. That's very clear.
And avoid alcohol and smoking while you're sick. Your body needs energy to recover.
Don't worry. I don't smoke.
Good. I'll also give you a prescription for throat lozenges. They'll help reduce the pain when you swallow.
Useful treatment phrases. I recommend rest. Standard doctor's advice. Don't exceed the maximum daily dose. Important for medicine. Take it with food. Instruction for ibuprofen. Throat lozenges. Special candies for sore throat. Charlotte felt much calmer now. She thanked the doctor for his time and advice. But before she left, she had one last question.
Doctor, I have an important meeting in 2 days. Do you think I'll be okay to go?
You might still feel tired. If possible, try to rest instead. But if you must go, just be careful. Drink water, take medicine if needed, and don't overwork yourself.
All right. I understand. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I wish you a quick recovery. Please stop at the reception desk to collect your prescription.
Charlotte now had a clear idea of her illness and how to treat it. She was relieved, but also tired. In the next part, she will visit the pharmacy to buy her medicine, and will learn more useful phrases for real-life situations. After leaving Dr. Stevens's office, Charlotte walked back to the reception desk. The receptionist handed her a small piece of paper, the prescription. Charlotte thanked her and decided to stop by the pharmacy on her way home. It was raining outside, and Charlotte felt weak, but she was glad to finally know what was wrong. She opened the door to a nearby pharmacy and stepped inside.
Good afternoon. How can I help you today?
Hello. I just came from the doctor. I have a prescription for throat lozenges.
Sure, may I see the prescription? Yes, here it is. Thank you. Please wait a moment while I check.
The pharmacist looked at the prescription and walked to the shelves. A few minutes later, she returned with a small box of throat lozenges.
Here you go. These lozenges should help soothe your throat. Would you like me to explain how to use them?
Yes, please.
Take one lozenge every 2 to 3 hours as needed. Let it dissolve slowly in your mouth. Don't chew or swallow it whole. And don't take more than 8 in one day.
Got it. Thank you.
Useful phrases at the pharmacy. May I see the prescription? Standard question. Please wait a moment while I check. Natural customer service phrase. Take one lozenge every 2 to 3 hours. Instruction for dosage. Don't chew or swallow it whole. Important safety advice.
Actually, I have a few questions. The doctor also mentioned paracetamol and ibuprofen. Do you sell them here?
Yes, we do. Would you like tablets or capsules?
What's the difference?
Tablets are usually smaller and easier to split, while capsules are coated and sometimes easier to swallow. The effect is the same.
I think I'll take tablets, please.
All right, paracetamol should be taken every 6 hours if needed. Don't take more than 4 doses in 24 hours. Ibuprofen can help with inflammation, but remember to take it with food.
Yes, the doctor explained that too. Thank you for repeating it.
No problem. Do you need anything else? Perhaps vitamin C or herbal tea for your throat.
Actually, yes. I'll take some vitamin C tablets and chamomile tea.
Perfect. Let me get those for you. Useful phrases for medicine questions.
Do you sell them here? Simple way to ask in a pharmacy. What's the difference? Good phrase when comparing options. The effect is the same. Helpful explanation. Take it with food. Common instruction for ibuprofen. Charlotte paid for the medicines, put them in her bag, and thanked the pharmacist. Before leaving, she decided to ask one last question.
One more thing. How long should I wait before I feel better?
Usually with rest and medicine, you should start to feel better in 3 to 5 days. If your fever rises or your symptoms get worse, please see your doctor again.
All right, thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. Take care and get well soon.
Charlotte finally made it home. She changed into comfortable clothes, made herself a hot cup of chamomile tea, and took one of the throat lozenges. She sat down on the sofa, wrapped herself in a blanket, and turned on a light TV show to relax. She thought about her day. First, the nervous feeling at the clinic reception. Then, the waiting room conversations, the doctor's examination and clear advice. And finally, the helpful pharmacist who explained everything again. Charlotte realized that although visiting the doctor in another language was stressful, she had managed to communicate successfully.
At first, I was afraid I wouldn't know the right words, but I learned that it's okay to explain simply. Doctors and pharmacists are used to hearing patients describe symptoms in different ways. They always ask follow-up questions to understand better. Now I know some useful phrases. I don't feel well. I have a sore throat and a headache. Do I need antibiotics? How often should I take this medicine? These phrases are enough to help me get treatment.
Narrator.
This was Charlotte's journey, from feeling unwell to visiting the clinic, speaking with the doctor, and finally buying medicine at the pharmacy. Her story shows us that even when you don't feel confident in English, you can still communicate with simple words and phrases. The key is to stay calm, describe your symptoms clearly, and ask questions when you don't understand. Remember these essential tips when visiting a doctor in English. Start simple. I don't feel well. I have pain in my head/throat/stomach. Be specific about time. I've had this pain for 3 days. Answer honestly. Doctors will ask about allergies, medicine, travel, or habits. Repeat back instructions. To make sure you understood, say, so I take this every 6 hours, right? Don't be afraid to ask. Use, could you please repeat that? Or, What does that mean? Charlotte's story may end here, but for many language learners, visiting the doctor will always be a challenge. Still, with practice and useful phrases, it can become much easier. Thank you for listening to this episode. Stay healthy, stay confident, and remember, your English doesn't need to be perfect to be understood.